Well, good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing today? We're coming back for another one this week, but there's a especially good reason. Today, we're finally putting our foot down and buying the new tractor. I know what the new tractor is. You probably already know what it is because of the thumbnail, but I know what we're doing. So first things first, we are harvesting ourselves this rice. Getting this done, we got to do a little bit of other maintenance around the farm. Then we got to figure out how we're going to make the money. Right now, we're sitting at $128,000. The reason we're doing that, we're already sold the crawfish for the day, so I ain't got to worry about doing that later. Also, I had to get rid of the baler. This newest update really messed up a lot for when it comes down to some stuff. It messed up a lot of like textures, and I'm not blaming Giants. I don't really have anybody I can blame. It just is what it is. So over time, mods quit working like they once did. That's just the main thing we're dealing with right now. Mods are quitting working, and I've got to pull this thing out. Yay. Well, I'm supposed to pull this out anyway because I got to hook this up to this over here. Went ahead and put everything up. We're just going to start stacking stuff over here out of the way. We're doing the best we can with the limited amount of space we got. We are definitely getting to the point where another shed is in the future. So let me back this up and get this out of the way so we can get the harvester out. Okay, we got the Titan ready to go. I'm gonna bring it all the way down here. It's not gonna take anything to harvest this. I mean, if we got a full hopper from this, I would be a little concerned. Well, I should unfold the header. There we go. We'll harvest this out a little bit. Shouldn't take too long. I'm kind of hoping for like 1,000. Yeah, we're not getting 1,000 liters from this. Get all this harvested out real quickly. Might get like 800 liters. I'm starting to highly doubt the 1,000 liter goal. We probably shouldn't make enough money from this just to at least make it worth buying the seed. Probably not enough to make it worth just off the crop to plant this field, but we definitely shouldn't make it worth it with the crawfish. Everything kind of balances itself out. The crawfish are definitely the big reason we even built this place. And not even 900 liters. Well, at least that's done and over with. So now we can drive this on up here, unload it into the cart, and go sell it real quickly and find out what's next on our agenda. We'll take this on over here. I would like to find another field that we can go do some contract work at real fast and get it done. Oh, 866 liters. Where's agreement? Oh, of course it is. Well, looks like we get to go on a nice little ride. Finally got that taken care of. Our goal is just to make a good amount of money. We need about $190,000 to buy the tractor I want. Because we're not just buying this tractor for no reason. We're actually buying this tractor with a goal in mind. And pretty much the goal that I have is to turn it into a little side business for us to do. Well, that was a little bit more rice than I thought we had worth. So we made a little bit of money on it. May not have made the most, but we made enough to make it worth doing what we did. So another decision I'm going to go ahead and make is when it comes down to equipment. Where is it? There it is. So right there. That little junk right there, we're getting rid of it. That's what we're actually upgrading today. Is that's part of get it gone. I'm telling you guys, this is like such a run around day. I don't know what all to do because we've just got so much to do. So this is a little project that I've been meaning to work on for a little bit now. There's been this little bit of a hill right here. It's been irritating the crap out of me since I built this, and I just don't know why I haven't fixed it yet. But we gonna fix this right now. Oh, perfect. I'm dumping that little bit of rock out right there. Might hit a little, don't want to accidentally do that because we don't want to break our dam we got right there. But I do want to just kind of soften this up, smooth it out a little bit better. Little jobs like this, pretty much kind of stuff that you do around the farm, but it helps out and makes it look so much better. Okay, I can now live with this situation. All right, now what I want to kind of do is over time, I want to start, find areas, kind of dig out the property a little bit and kind of just start smoothing a nice little layer. So you got the rake out here, and now this looks a lot better. I didn't like the grass look we had before. I do kind of like it on the outskirts, but this area, the grass was not consistent, so I didn't like it right there. I have a pretty good question right now. Where's my truck? Well, finally found my truck. Searching for it for a little bit. Now we can go ahead and take this on back. We'll take and sell the lettuce that we got. I'm trying to think what else we can do, honestly. So we'll probably sell like half the silage and sell the lettuce that we got and see where we kind of come out with a number from there. If we can't come up with something from there, I bet we can, we can find a harvesting job to do. That $5,000 one may be a pretty good one to go do real fast. Okay, finally got all the silage loaded. We're gonna take it to our favorite place to sell stuff, sell it all, get rid of it, and hopefully come out with a good number so that we can hopefully come out with the number we need. Okay, we're at $140,000. We sold all 4 pallets of lettuce. Now let's go sell the silage and hopefully make up the 50,000 that we need. I don't know if we will, but we're gonna try. Well, we're at 169,000. That's not what I was expecting. So what we do have left over, we got $15,000 worth of lime, $15,000. We are worth 40,000 and we need 20, but we could sell half the hay and a half of the silage again. I guess that'll be the plan. Let's go sell half the hay and half the silage again to make up this money. Or even better, we can go do this. That would give us about $6,000 in total. We'll do both of these, knock them out, and then we can do this lumber transport. Okay, I have an idea of how we can make it. We're just gonna do a bunch of contracts to get it. Let's head back to the farm. Actually, not to the farm. Let's get this lumber transport done first. X accept. And we gotta wait on this. So we're just gonna do the smart thing and load up all the lumber on the back of this trailer. And I'm gonna hope once we get there, they have a way for us to load it. And we're gonna get this thing loaded. Okay, finally. We figured out how to get here. We got this thing loaded. We can finally unload this for these boys and make ourselves a little bit of money. Contract completed. Collect. Next contract. So I'm gonna do that. So I know this is probably cheating a little bit, but we don't have these items, so I'd rather cheat because I can just let this thing right here go do all the hoeing, and I can get one of the guys who works for me to do the work while I go and do the harvesting contract. I got the Jim Bob hoeing over there, and he is getting all the weeds out of that field for that guy, and we're gonna make about 12 grand doing it. So I'm gonna let him work on that. It should take him a hot minute to do it all. While he does that, I'm also gonna work on getting a field harvested so that we're being really productive and we can make the last little bit of money we need for this new setup. And I can go ahead and warn you all, it's gonna be overkill. But overkill is my middle name at this point. Okay, when I accepted the first contract, and it's gonna be, I think, it's not canola. I think it's sorghum. So we'll do the sorghum first, then we'll run. I think actually both of them are sorghum. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Here we go. So now we'll go ahead and harvest this whole field of sorghum and the other field, and we'll make a little money. Let's turn the radio up, have some fun. Okay, so we're finally getting this last load of sorghum all the way to the place where we sell it. I think actually we don't need to do the last field because I think we can afford it after this, because that guy did an amazing job getting that field knocked out. We made a $12,000 or $11,000 off that field. There we go. So we ended up making about $8,000 off that. So we'll take all this back to the main farm. We'll go get the harvester, bring that back. Now it's time for plan alpha to be put in play. And yes, I just came up with that off the top of my head. I'm not original. Okay, finally brought this all back. We're good here. I'm gonna leave this right here. I gotta wash it off, kind of go over it, make sure there's nothing needs to be fixed. I'm ready to head in the house and finally look at our new pieces of equipment that we are getting. So huge shout out to Giants for this. We actually have early access to the Plains and Prairies pack. Thank you guys so much for access to this. We actually get to decide what we want. So we can go with one of two. I would love to get this. I should take out a loan for this. I just want it. No, I'm not gonna do it. So I gotta do it. I'm gonna buy the 1156 Ford Versatile. I want the Ford. I've wanted a Ford in this game for so long. No, we're not gonna put any additional weights. We're gonna buy the Ford, and then on top of the Ford, now I know you're like, okay, you have to put something big behind that. This was my plan. We're putting that behind it. Oh, look at this thing purr. Oh my Lord. Now this fits together perfectly. Look at, now if that don't look like it fits about like it should, I don't know what does. You got a good sized cultivator behind it now, and the tractor itself is perfect. I wanted something humongous, so I went and got it. Now I need to do a contract. I don't care. I gotta do one more contract for the day if there is one available. There's not one, but I'm gonna drive this back. I want to take a nice good look. This is an absolute beautiful tractor. We'll take a look here. Beautiful tractor, really good in depth they did, and also for all the other vehicles that they did in this pack as well. This is one of like the better packs. It has a lot of good sized equipment. I can't wait to use this. This might honestly replace some of my 8Rs that I'm using. I have a series coming up soon that I think might be perfect for this tractor. On top of that, this is also a really nice tractor. In my opinion, this is going to replace like your Case IH. Nice, good vehicle right there. I'm excited to use this a little bit. I didn't even know that this company made a grain cart. So that kind of just threw me for a loop yesterday when I found out about this grain cart. So, and by the way, guys, I didn't look at any of the DLC stuff. So I tried my best to stay on the down low about it. Oh, look at this. I'm not gonna lie, I really, and I mean 100% didn't know Fent made these, because this is really American. Like, I don't think you could get much more American than this. Now this is the trailer I've been waiting on, because I want this trailer, the whole solid fertilizer. This is gonna be in every one of my big farming series from now on. But ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna go ahead and head back to the main farm with this. Thank you guys. If you guys have any ideas of what to do with this other than this for tillage, leave it all down below. But thank you guys. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.